Hi everybody, it's me Jill and welcome to Jill Informed. This is the recap of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, Season 8, Episode 8, Walking on Broken Glass. Well, did you guys miss me last week? I missed all of you and I missed our Jersey girls. As you know, they took the week off, but I hope you all had a nice holiday and we are back and better than ever. These ladies pick up right where they left off 2 weeks ago. Siggy's retreat, just as Margaret was about to do her impersonation of Soggy Flicker. She's crying and exaggerating Siggy. And then it was Siggy's turn to portray Margaret. She's going the extreme. She's making fun of her pigtails and just giving a very unflattering impersonation. And when it was over, Vicky, if you'll remember, that's Siggy's partner who is co-running this workshop retreat for the ladies. Vicky says, well, that was really hard to watch. Yeah, for us at home too. Because they were just taking the opportunity to make fun of each other. I don't see where the growth was or how they were seeing each other's point of view. Melissa's turn is next. She picks Siggy because of Cake Gate. I don't know, they work it out. I don't think they really had too big of a beef anyway. Then Danielle says she would like to go next. And Dolores is just like shrinking and making herself as small as possible because she thinks she's gonna pick her. But she doesn't. She surprises us all and she picks Teresa. Why? Because she wants to go back to 2009, flipping the table prostitution whore. Here's what I did not realize at the time. Danielle's daughters, who were like 11 and 13 at the time, were there. They were sitting at the table, at the flipped table. I did not even know that. I don't remember that. Do you guys? That almost makes me feel sick that Teresa would do that in front of that woman's kids. I'm not Team Danielle, but she's kind of has a point here. I think Teresa owes her an apology. What she says is, I know you and I are in a really good place right now and I don't want to ruin that, but would you consider apologizing to my daughters? And Teresa's like, yeah, I mean, if they're really bothered by it, yeah, I will. And she goes, okay, thank you, which she probably won't, but she should. After that, we have a little throwaway scene, and normally I wouldn't even mention those, except this one I thought was really cute. Joe Gorga takes his niece, Melania, go-kart racing, and then they have a little heart-to-heart talk, and I just, say what you want about him, but he's a good uncle, and he's a good brother. I just think it's sweet how close he is to Teresa's kids. And he said they're like his daughters. And I believe that. He talked to her about missing Nona and her dad and everything. And he said, you can cry or you can call me whenever you want. And anyway, that scene just got to me and I thought it was sweet. The retreat from hell continues. And I only say from hell because I just think it's stupid. I don't think Siggy or her partner, who's a divorce lawyer, are qualified. If you girls want to hook up with a therapist or something, fine. But I don't think either of you, and I know you're a relationship expert, Siggy, but I just don't think either of them are qualified. So they're all meeting and now they're supposed to go around the room and tell the group something about yourself that nobody else knows. Margaret goes first. She tells the story about how she is estranged from her stepchildren and how painful that is to her. Everyone's pretty sympathetic and she's getting pretty emotional. Then somebody tries to get Teresa to open up, and she is slightly starting to complain about Joe a little bit and the situation he left her in, but she's barely scratching the surface, and then she's kind of backing out. So I don't think that really went anywhere. Then it's Dolores' turn, and here's what Dolores shares with the group that nobody else really knows about her. She's having a charity event next week for dogs, and all the proceeds will go to the dogs. Well, thanks for sharing, Dolores. I'm sure that was painful. I mean, poor Margaret just spilled her guts. I feel like Dolores didn't understand the assignment. Or she didn't care, but probably she didn't care. Yeah, she didn't care. Next, we are at the dog charity event, and everyone's there. Margaret and her husband come, and Danielle shows up with her 2 little dogs in a stroller. Teresa, Melissa, and Melissa brings up to Siggy, oh, don't make no mistake about it, Melissa's a little pot stirrer when she wants to be. So she says to Siggy, they're talking about the retreat, did you like it? And she goes, yeah, I actually did, I really did. And she said, you and Margaret, did you guys really make up? And Siggy said, I think we did, it really felt good, you know. And Melissa said, oh, did you talk to Danielle? And Siggy said, no, why? And she said, oh, well, I mean, she just, she didn't think that was genuine. She thought it happened too quick and that you just mended your relationship with Margaret to prove to everybody that you're good at what you do. And see, I fixed my own relationship. And so, like, that's why you should come to my retreats. Then Dolores comes up and she's talking about Kim D and that she's having her posh fashion show, which she has that fashion show every year. But, you know, Melissa and Teresa, Danielle, they hate Kim D. So Dolores mentions that she and Siggy are going to go, and that this year the fashion show proceeds are going to help the families, I think, and I don't know if I have this right, but the proceeds are going to help the families of the 2 boys who were shot and burned in Kim D's car. Yeah, so they want to go and support because that was such a horrible tragedy. The next scene is at Posh. Siggy and Dolores show up and they're talking to Kim D, and they are actually walking in the fashion show. They're there to try on their outfits for the event. And Kim D, oh my God, she's the worst. It's like her only job in life is to spread gossip and rumors. They've decided what they're going to wear, and Siggy says, okay, is there anything else we can do? And she said, spread the word to all your friends, let them know when the fashion show is going to be. And then she says, is Teresa coming? Siggy said, no, Teresa and Melissa are not coming because they don't like you. Yeah, these women are very direct. I don't think Kim D really cares, but she might have said why. Siggy said, because you spread rumors about her husband cheating on her, and you know what? That's not true. Unless you saw it happen, it didn't happen. You shouldn't spread those kind of rumors. And Kim D's like, well, that's what everybody's saying. Everybody said it. I mean, it's not just me. And she said, you know what? She's been through enough. Her mother died and with her husband gone and raising those kids, and enough already. She's been through enough. And she said, well, I hear that she's going around town rekindling old flames. Kim D, oh my God, what is wrong with you? So Siggy got mad, and I don't know if Dolores was there or not, but both of them were kind of like, she is not, stop it. She doesn't even have any old flames. Stop saying that. And Kim D's, Kim D is so innocent, it's just what she hears. She's not starting anything, but everybody says it. This episode ends with all of the ladies going out to dinner, and they all meet at a restaurant that I guess Melissa arranged. And Melissa starts talking about how she had met earlier with Margaret in Margaret's showroom, and Margaret is going to Milan for her shoe collection. So Margaret suggests, why don't you come to Milan with me? You can find some unique pieces that nobody else will have in Jersey. And Melissa's all in. So Melissa is telling the ladies, and she says, I've never even been to Italy. And Dolores said, neither have I. And Melissa gets the bright idea to invite all the ladies. Let's make it a girls' trip. So everyone's excited and they're all in for going to Milan. That excitement lasts about 3 seconds because Siggy said, well, hold on about Milan. I just have to tell you guys something. I just have to be clear about something. Dolores and I are walking in the Posh fashion show. And Melissa goes, really? You're walking in it? Why? And she said, well, she asked us to. We want to support the charity or whatever. And then they tell Teresa that Kim D has been spreading rumors about her, that she's been meeting up with an old flame. And Teresa handles this news very maturely. She remains calm and she kind of laughs it off and says, well, that's ridiculous. Just kidding. She picked up her wine glass and hurled it at the brick wall behind her. Yeah, did I tell you guys that they're in a public restaurant with diners all around them? Yeah. Chucked her glass of wine at the brick wall. She yells at Dolores, why didn't you stick up for me? Dolores pounds the table and stands up and says, I did defend you, but I'll never do that again. And one by one, all the ladies are up on their feet, standing around this table. Margaret yells at Siggy and Dolores that they should have defended Teresa with all the stuff Teresa's going through, that they should have had her back. And Siggy said, you don't understand. This is for a charity. It's about people that died. You have no heart. Margaret says, well, call the Tin Man because apparently I don't. I think you should have been there for your friend. Then Dolores and Siggy storm out of the restaurant, and I can only assume they're getting a head start on packing for Milan. Yeah, that bomb went off real quick. So now the other four are sitting around the table talking about what just happened, and Teresa decides that she is going to go to that posh fashion show and confront Kim D. And Melissa looked horrified at first, and she's like, well, that's a bad idea. Why would you do that? No, I'm going to go. I should go. And suddenly, everyone thinks they all should go. Danielle said, we're going to go in there like Charlie's Angels +1 with Margaret. And that the four of them they all should go. And so finally, Melissa says, all right, I'll go. What could possibly go wrong with that plan? That's where this episode ends. Thank you guys for watching. Please join me right back here every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Central Time for the next recap of The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please give this a thumbs up if you liked it. And don't forget to comment down below. Love to hear from you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.